Welcome, WCPD recruits. I am Gunny Gump, aka Senior Chief, and I am your commanding officer. This is my opportunity to kind of show you some things about War Commander that you may or may not know already. Some basics, if you will, right? So, here, let me go ahead and start this up. There we go. Little music in the background, although that's not, there we go, much better. Alright, so little pillar. So first, if you're playing a game and you already have some friends, your friends will show up here on the bottom bar. You can click any one of their bases and hit visit. It'll actually take you, it doesn't matter what sector they're in, it'll take you to their base, and you can take a look at their base and see what their setup is, give you some ideas, also help you to help your friends as well. So something to take a look at. One other thing that you can do while you're playing is, if you notice in your chat window that other people are playing and you want to ignore them, you can click on this little red thing right here, and it'll actually ignore them, and you can see that information right there. It shows their ID number and everything. So actually, if you want to report them for doing something wrong, there's another great way of getting their ID so you can report them to QuickSign. So go ahead and hit ignore user. Now once you ignore them, if you just type in help with the little slash in front and hit return, it shows you a couple of commands, right? You can print some base coords. I've never done that, don't know what it is, but if you type in list, it shows you all the list of people you've ignored. So I ignored Agent K just a second ago. I'm going to go ahead and unignore him, and you can see right there at the bottom, he's no longer being ignored. So we're good there, right? So if you go to your world map, you can actually go visit other people by clicking on their name. So Agent K takes you right to the map. There's his base. I can see his base, right? I can also type in his coords if I want to. So I can see his coords are 34127 by looking at that. So if I type in 34, 127 without any spaces, and I hit return, it posts his coords right there. So if I went back to my base and hit find base, and then went back, I'm good. Now if I hold down the shift key and I click on his base, it also posts coords right in the chat. Now of course Agent K is going to see what I just did, and he's going to wonder why I just did that, so I'll have to explain that later. Okay, so there's a couple of easy tricks for you to use. Now you can move your tunes as well, right? So I'm going to go back to my base, I'm going to launch a dog, okay, so let me pick a dog over here, deploy. Alright, so if I click to move, I can move anywhere, but I can move to Agent K's location by clicking on that box, and bam, there it goes. Alright, and if I click on my right mouse button, alright, he's going to start going. Alright, so I'm going to click on that tune. He's clearly moving. I don't really want him to go there, so I'm going to go ahead and hit stop. He's going to stop. Alright, now a couple of other tricks. You can actually open up your bookmarks, and anyone that you bookmark, right, any bad guys you bookmark, you can very easily just set it to go to those. Same way with recent enemies. Anyone who's attacked you or any of your depots should show up in here. All of your friends that are in the same sector as you will also show up in this list. Okay? Alright, so a couple of different ways that you can move your tunes across the base. Alright, if you want to cancel, find a rock and click, and it gets rid of it. No longer is it going to try to move. Alright, as you can see, this bad guy right here, 33, been trying to get this 40, so maybe Steve and Agent's going to try to take him out. Alright, so bookmarking, very easy. Find something you want to, well, I'm going to return this tune to the base, so I'm just going to hit return for tune to base. There he goes. I can bookmark by hitting add bookmark, or I can take it right back off. Easy, right? Turn it on, and go into bookmarks. There it is, Ratchet's base. Alright, so if I was somewhere else, that's all I'd have to do is hit Ratchet's base. Takes me right back to his base. And go ahead and take it back off. I don't need it. Alright? Alright, so matter of fact, I can see Agent K. Sure enough, that's what they're up to. We're going to try to take 33 out, and they're going to take that 40 away from them right now. Alright, so you know what? Let's go back to the base. I want to show you a couple more tricks. We're going to launch the tune again, and we're just going to go to, it doesn't matter, it doesn't even matter, right? So I'm going to come over to this rogue base right here, this level 7. I don't need any resources, I'm good. Alright, so let's wait for that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go in. Now, since I'm such a high level, it's telling me this level's too low. I'm not going to gain anything from attacking it. I don't care. I need to show it. Alright, so my head attack. Alright. Again, it gives me that warning. You know, I'm not going to gain anything from it, but if I came in here and I launched a couple of things, it would give me opportunities to start taking things out. I want to show you how you can manage your tunes while you are in a battle. Alright, so I have my dogs over here. Now, if you click on this, if you use a space bar, push down, it automatically highlights anything. Alright, if you double click on one thing, so if I double click on one helicopter, it highlights all of my helicopters. Now this could be good and bad, right? So I'm going to take this helicopter and I'm going to move it over here, right? If I double click on these and I move them down here, they're going to come from 2 different lines of attack, so you got to be careful of that. One thing that you can do to avoid that is if you take this back over here, you'll notice that there was a box just a second ago. If you hold down the space bar and then with your right mouse button hold down the right mouse button, it draws a box on the map to highlight anything within that box. Okay, so now I can highlight those guys and move them by themselves over here in order to engage. Alright, so for you new guys, there's one thing up here called Ruby AI. Alright, right now I have it turned off. I almost always have it turned off because Ruby tends to do some stupid stuff, and you don't want it to do stupid stuff because you end up getting killed real easy. So keep it off as, you know, as practice. One thing that it's really good at is if I go ahead and if I hit this negative sign, all my guys start retreating. Alright, so my helicopters are gone. They're no longer really on the map. They're flying off. Alright, so got my dogs here. If I hit Ruby on, they're going to go looking for either bad guys, in this case, because there's bad guys, or they're going to look for mines. Alright, you can still control them. You can override Ruby by controlling them, and you're going to want to do that because, as you notice, right now, this dog is baiting it. So if I had other troops, this mortar is going to concentrate only on that dog right now. Alright, now turn it off, and then quit moving. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end attack. Just a couple things for you to see. Okay, so next, that's really all I want to show you on Facebook for my recruits, but a couple things I want to show you on our home page, right? Recruits page. Alright, so here's our recruits page. And this is what you're going to be seeing. This is what you have access to as a recruit. If you click on the About tab, you notice that these are all the people who have access to the page right now. You can click on any one of them, alright? And let's see, click on it. All you have to do is click on this and it'll say add as friend or send a friend request. You might want to go ahead and do that so you start having friends that are in the game that will show up green to you on the map. Okay. Other things that you can do, click on files. There's a couple files in here. One in particular is the recruit badge, which is going to be important. Just go ahead and click on that, and it's going to take you to the website. Alright, go ahead and it should automatically pop up, ask you for the password. Alright, password is capital RECRUIT, recruit, and then hit submit, and it automatically pops up on there. Okay, if you select it, you can move it around, you can make it bigger, whatever. Alright, you hit publish. Okay, now you'll notice it's taking a while, and the reason is because I'm using Firefox right now, and it's probably not going to finish for me. We've had a lot of issues with that. You're probably going to have to use Chrome, so just know that going into it. That's the hardest part. So I'm just going to go ahead and end it, and I'm going to close this out. If you have any further problems, let somebody know. Okay, if you go back into Files, you'll see the hit list. Okay, biggest thing that I recommend that you do is you go through this list. Okay, these are all the names, this is the level of the player, and this is the coordinates of where that player is at. And what I would like you to do is go through this list, find out anyone that you can attack, and put them in your bookmarks on the game. That way, at any given time, you know where they're at because you have them in your bookmarks. Now keep in mind, you can only hold up to 50 bookmarks. Okay, so back to the recruit page, back to files. This is the numbers list. This tells you what their name is in real life, and then what their game name is. Okay, as well as some important people that you need to know. In particular, obviously, there's me. I'm in Sector 237. Rob Barnes, he's my CO in charge of Sector 77. Those are the two major ones. And whoever recruited you, whoever your captain is, your lieutenant, you'll get to know them a little bit better. So you want to make sure that you friend them as well. Okay, so one more thing over here is our rules. Right? You need to make sure that you read the rules, that you understand the rules. We've had lots of issues with rules in the past, and that's why they're so specific, especially when it comes to depots. The one thing I will highlight in the rules is that if someone in your group has a depot of yours, because maybe they took it from a thief, you need to wait till they're online before you try to reclaim that depot. It doesn't matter. Alright, if you need help with resources, someone from the clan will help you, but depots are not that important that you need to take a depot without talking to a clan member first. Alright, clan first. You shouldn't worry about that. Okay, so go back to the recruit page. We've already talked about rules, badge info, screen names list, the hit list, finding people. If you got any questions, please let me know. Let somebody in the clan know. We're here to help you. We want to help you learn. We want to help you grow and become a stronger team so that we are ready for when the walls come down someday. So take care, have fun, good war.